Gypsy Rose Blanchard sets the record straight on alleged event encounter with ex Ryan Anderson. Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. God bless you. For the news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ken Urker were spotted at the same LSU game as her ex, Ryan Anderson, sparking immediate fan speculation about a possible run-in. As fans know, just 3 months after being released from Chillicothe Correctional Center, Gypsy Rose moved out of her home with her then-husband Ryan and returned to her parents' house. She has since filed for divorce from the special education teacher. Shortly after, Gypsy Rose Blanchard rekindled her relationship with her former fiancé, Ken Urker, and the couple is now expecting their first child together. On Saturday, the ex-convict and Ken decked out in purple and yellow gear to cheer on the Tigers at the LSU game. After seeing Gypsy's TikTok, fans realized that her ex-husband, Ryan, was also at the game, sparking fans to question if they ran into one another, but Gypsy shut those rumors down. "We didn't run into him, it was so crowded. I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game," she replied to a comment. It was like, eye emoji. It's probably for the best that the three didn't cross paths, as it could have been incredibly awkward, especially since Ryan has mocked Ken several times in his live TikTok videos. Following her split from Ryan Anderson, Gypsy Rose Blanchard spoke candidly about the difficulties she encountered in the final stages of their relationship. "I described the Gypsy Rose who went into prison as someone who was very lost and confused," Gypsy told People magazine. "Now she's a little bit more wise, has a little bit more experience under her belt, and is still very hopeful for the future. I think that there is a sense of freedom of following your heart, following what you feel like is right for you," she continued. "In my marriage to Ryan, I felt like a part of me was lost in it. And so I feel like I found that missing piece of myself that I always felt was lost, and now reclaiming that back. I definitely feel a sense of belonging in that space." Following her breakup with Ryan earlier this year, Gypsy rekindled her relationship with her former fiancé, Ken Urker, who originally reached out to her with a letter of support after watching the 2017 HBO documentary, Mommy Dead and Dearest. "I wrote him back and pretty soon we just started writing on a weekly basis," she told E! News in 2019. "We became fast friends. It was pretty soon after that we started talking on the phone. We would spend hours on the phone. I talked to him like I had known him my whole life and vice versa." Months after her split from Ryan, Gypsy Rose shared a YouTube video announcing that she and her current boyfriend are expecting a baby. "I know the rumors have been flying around for quite some time now, and I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January 2025, she said at the time. "We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected, but we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood," Gypsy added. Although many have rallied around the former inmate, some have voiced concerns about her past, wondering if she is truly ready to take on the responsibilities of motherhood. "I understand that with my past, there's gonna be a lot of people that kind of question if I even should be a mother or even have children in my care," Gypsy said on ABC after announcing her pregnancy. "I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have made mistakes in the past. And I will probably make minor mistakes going forward, but at the same time, I do know right from wrong," she continued. "And learning from past mistakes is a growth that comes with time." Pregnant Gypsy Rose Blanchard narrowly avoids ex-Ryan Anderson on date night. Gypsy Rose Blanchard almost had an incredibly awkward encounter on Saturday night, September 21, while enjoying a date night with her boyfriend, Ken Urker, at the LSU Tigers game. As revealed on Blanchard's TikTok page, she and Urker threw on their purple gear to go and support the LSU Tigers in their game against the UCLA Bruins at the Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on Saturday evening. However, it turned out that Blanchard's ex-husband, Ryan Anderson, was also in attendance at the game. Fans picked up on the potentially uncomfortable meeting after Anderson mentioned he'd be at the game on his own TikTok page. "Did you see Ryan there too?" one commenter asked Blanchard. Fortunately for all involved, it appears the crisis was averted. "We didn't run into Anderson, it was so crowded," Blanchard responded. "I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game. It was like," she added alongside the covering eyes emoji. Blanchard married Anderson in 2022 while she was serving a 10-year prison sentence for her part in the murder of her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, who falsely claimed that Blanchard suffered from multiple medical issues. Following her release in December 2023, Blanchard moved in with Anderson. However, the Lifetime reality star announced she was filing for divorce in April. Since the split, Blanchard rekindled her romance with her ex-fiancé, Erker. Making matters even more awkward is the situation surrounding Blanchard's pregnancy. On July 9, Blanchard took to her YouTube channel to announce she and Erker were having a baby. However, there is a requirement to undertake a paternity test due to Louisiana state law, because Blanchard and Anderson are still legally married. According to Louisiana state law, Anderson could be listed as the father on the birth certificate if the baby is born before their divorce is finalized. In August, TNC reported that Blanchard and Anderson have decided to wait until after the baby is born to perform a paternity test, primarily due to money. As per the American Pregnancy Association, a paternity test before birth can cost between $400 and $2,000. A test after the birth costs between $150 and $200. Anderson previously told his followers that he'll take the DNA test, noting, "I don't have a choice. I hate being in this situation. I have to take a DNA test for court. The way the timeline matches up, I don't think it's mine, but I don't know. The DNA test is going to prove it. Crazier things have happened. I just don't know. I have my thoughts and I have my opinions." Pregnant Gypsy Rose Blanchard and boyfriend Ken Erker spend date night at college football game. Gypsy Rose Blanchard had a date night in the Big Easy. On Saturday, September 21, the expectant mother shared pictures on Instagram from her football game date with her boyfriend, Ken Erker. "Go Tigers! LSU vs UCLA," Blanchard, 33, wrote, cheering on the Louisiana State University football team against the University of California at Los Angeles. She posted a selfie of her and Erker wearing LSU hats, purple shirts, and sunglasses. Blanchard also gave fans a glimpse of the game and a field-level view at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers defeated the Bruins 34-17. Days before the football date, Blanchard, who is pregnant with a girl, shared an update on her pregnancy, which involved some unexpected symptoms in her second trimester. "I have started to feel her kick a lot. I have started to feel those movements and have started to notice kind of her sleeping pattern," she said in a September 19 video shared on her YouTube channel. "So I have noticed that she kicks a lot at night, anywhere from 9 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night, and she's calmer during the daytime," Blanchard added. She also shared that when she eats sweets, her baby becomes more active, and described feeling the kicks as magical and an exciting part of pregnancy. "Symptoms are manageable. Overall, I think that I have a very good pregnancy," Blanchard concluded. "I like to say that I'm blessed that things are going so well. So it was a relief to know that she's developing normally. It's a relief to know that I'm healthy as the mother." Following her pregnancy announcement, the Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup star spoke to People about motherhood and how she admires her stepmother Christy. "I want to be kind, that my kids come to me for any kind of advice, just like my stepmother," Blanchard said in July. "I have seen how she has parented her children, and I think she's a kick-ass mom. She's supportive and not overbearing." She added of Christy, "She lets her kids find their dreams while also being able to pick up the pieces when those dreams fall apart sometimes, so that's kind of the mantra I want to live by." See Rose Blanchard, third trimester. The woman, named as Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who is expecting her first child with her partner Ken Urker, spoke about her second trimester symptoms and the progress of her and their daughter. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is sensing the changes brought about by her pregnancy. During her pregnancy with her new partner Ken Urker, the star of Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup, shared details of her pregnancy symptoms in her first trimester. From Gypsy's first pregnancy announcement to her latest updates, we've got it all for you. The Gypsy group declares that they are expecting a child. A YouTube video released in July revealed the 33-year-old to have her first child with Urker, who she has not yet had but is now with, on July 9. Her words were as follows: "We're excited, Tom RCMPS, with Ken and I on the brink of having our firstborn in January 2025. She continued further by saying that while it was not a planned event, it was absolutely unexpected. Gypsy, who is now 36 months old, declared her pregnancy a month later in an Instagram video where she and Ken threw confetti cannons that filled the air with suivitor pink confetti, sending a ripple of pink off the confetti in the air. She captioned her post, which featured pink hearts, bows, and stars, and declared, "It's a girl," with emojis to acknowledge the great birth of her child. Gypsy's report on pregnancy. In a scathing etiquette video she shared on her YouTube page on September 18, Gypsy said she has started to feel her baby kick. "I've noticed her very active movements and sleeping patterns," she said, adding that usually her phenomenal movements are at night, 9 to 11, and she's calmer during the day. Gypsy highlighted an interesting fact that she finds sweets to be more enjoyable when eating them. She also mentioned that she had been up for 2 hours because of a Kit Kat bar, which caused her to relapse and flutter off every 5 seconds. However, she conceded that once the baby stops moving, she begins to miss the kicks. Recently, she experienced some discomfort, stating, "2 weeks ago, my thighs began to fall asleep, and this usually occurs when I stand up straight or lie down." She found out that this is a typical occurrence during pregnancy and should subside after childbirth. Gypsy takes breaks to control her body. When walking through the mall, she lays down for a bit to prevent tummy burns. Gypsy has discovered a new appreciation for applesauce, but kept 2 packs in the fridge throughout her pregnancy. She also likes it ice cold and enjoys consuming both fruits and sweets simultaneously, stating it's a cross between the two. Gypsy expressed her thankfulness for her pregnancy, saying, "It's been a great feeling knowing that everything is going well,